Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Baron Collins Hill. This week I'm going to work on a little bit of a blues progression, talk about some arpeggios, a little bit of soloing, things like that. Let's jump right in and get to playing some music. Alright, so we're going to just do a quick little sort of 12-bar blues progression in the key of D. Then we're going to talk about some arpeggios and talk about a little bit of soloing. It's a great way to get into a little bit of improvisation. So, to start, here's going to be our chord progression. I'll start out using our classic D, G, and A shapes. We're going to use 2, open, open, 2 as our D chord. Open, open, 2, 3 as our G. And let's use 2, 2, open, open as our A chord. So it's going to sound like this. Here we go. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Now G, a boom 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 boom, D, a boom 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 boom. Now A, a yum boom 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 boom, D, and a quick A again. Do 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 G, do 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 D. Back to the top. So there's kind of a pretty standard 12-bar blues in the key of D. You can use all sorts of different shapes. This might be a great time. I've got some 2-string chord lessons over at mandolessons.com you could look at, or think about some 3-string chords. Here's a nice 3-string D chord, 2, 4, 5. You can make that a dominant 7 chord by 2, 4, 3. Then you can go right to that open, open 2. Make that a dominant 7. So that's your G chord, dominant 7 with a open 3, 2. And then you're back to your D, 2, 4, 5. And then your A chord, 2, 2, 4. If you want to make that a 7, you can do 2, 5, 4. And then back to D, 2, 4, 5. And then the A, 7. So those are some kind of shapes you can use. You can slow what I just said down a little bit, go back and grab some of those shapes. But let's run through it using some of those shapes now. A little slower. So 1, 2, here we go. 2, 4, 5. Now we're going to do 2, 4, 3 for our dominant 7 D chord. G, open, open 2. Open 3, 2 for our 7. 2, 4, 5 for our D. Now here comes our A chord. 2, 2, 4. 2, 5, 4 for our dominant. And back to D. 2, 4, 5. And then 2, 5, 4 is a little dominant A. And then we're back to the top. 2, 5, 4. Oh, sorry, 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 3. Open, open 2. Open 3, 2. 2, 4, 5. 2, 5, 4 is our dominant A chord. And back to 2, 4, 5. Quick A. So there's that shape, having those kind of closed off little 3-string chords allows you to get that choppy kind of swing sound versus really kind of cleans up the space for whoever's soloing. So this is a great time to start to think about arpeggios. You know, having a simple progression like this blues progression is a great way to work on some arpeggios. So what is an arpeggio? It's the notes of the chord laid out over time over creating a melody rather than a chord. So the notes of a D chord are D, F sharp, and A. And we're going to make it bluesy by adding the flat 7. So if you count to 7, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp. That's the 7th note of a D scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is your 7th note. We're going to use the flat 7. So C natural, third fret. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. And we can turn that into an arpeggio. And we're just going to add one more note. And it's a very kind of classic little blues line. And now we can do that same melodic idea over the key of G when our G chord comes along. First note of G is a G. So we have G, B, D is our major arpeggio. And then our flat 7, F sharp is our natural 7. F natural is our flat 7. And we're going to use that open E below it. So we have 5, 2, 5, 0, 1, 0, 5, 2. Let's do that again. 5, 2, 5, 0, 1, 0, 5, 2. And then we're back to our D arpeggio. 0, 4, 0, 2, 3, 2, 0, 4. And then our A arpeggio, we can do the same fingering as our D chord, but start on the A string. So open A, 4th fret on the A, open E string, 2nd fret on the E, F sharp, and then 3rd fret on the E is our G natural, which is our flat 7 of an A chord, A major. And back down. So our 3 arpeggios we have now is D, again. Here comes our G arpeggio. 5, 2, 5, 0, 1, 0, 5, 2, and then D. And then our A arpeggio. D. And then for a little turnaround there, we're going to do that. 0, 4, 0, 2, 3, 0, 4. And that 4th fret is a C sharp, which is going to act nicely with our A chord when we're going D, 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 A. That's going to have that nice C sharp, the 3rd of an A chord, when we hit that quick little A chord at the end of our progression. So let's do that one more time. This is over a D chord. Here comes our G chord. 5. Back to D. A. D. So that last little line one more time. 3, 0, 4, 0. And then we're going to jump back. We just start over with that open D string. So that's a great way to sort of start creating a little bit of a melody line while also thinking about what chord progression is happening, kind of how those notes of the arpeggio interact with one another, and get that idea going. So in the second part of this lesson, that's where I'm going to end for now, but next week we're going to kind of have a little bit of a play along with that progression and also start to fill out some other notes. We'll do a little bit of back and forth so you can get some ideas from me and also get some opportunities to jam along while I'm playing the chords. Thanks so much for watching. New lessons come out every single week here on YouTube and on my website, mandolessons.com. They're always free, run entirely by donations, which are greatly appreciated but not required. So subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week when we start jamming along with this little blues progression. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.